study about the next topic, that is money. Okay, we all know what simply money means in a common language. You all understand what money is. But before understanding the technically how money works and what money means, we have to just look back into the barter system. You all must have already heard this term barter system, where it was a system where commodity was changed for a commodity or commodity was exchanged for a commodity. Suppose there is farmer A who has produced rice, there is farmer B who has produced wheat. So he can give him rice and take him wheat, both will have wheat and rice, both the commodities. Okay, this is simply the barter system. But actually it may seem very easy here, but it had many difficulties under it, means many problems existed in the barter system. The first problem and the most prominent problem of the barter system was the double coincidence of wants. See, why we have to understand the problem of barter system in a systematic manner, because these will become the functions of money. So after understanding simply what barter system is, where commodities are exchanged for commodities, now we will have to study the problems of the barter system. The first and most prominent problem of the barter system was the double coincidence of wants. Like, take the same example. Farmer A has wheat and farmer B has rice. Or you can say that person A has wheat, person B has rice. Now A wants rice. He wants rice, so he approaches B. But B doesn't want wheat. Say B wants milk. Okay, so the exchange of the commodities cannot take place. Now they have to find a person who has milk and wants either wheat or rice. Only then they can complete this transaction. And if they say they find person C having milk, but he wants a leather, so again this creates a problem. This problem is known as lack of double coincidence of wants, or you can simply say that both the parties should be ready to take each other's commodity. Only then the barter exchange can work. Or you can say double coincidence of want is required. Coincidence means there are two coincidences, that A should be willing to take what B is having and B should be willing to take what A is having. So most prominent problem of the barter system. Then the second problem of the barter system was lack of standard measure of value. It means that there was no standard system of measuring the commodities. For example, you can say that commodity A will have one price in terms of B, one terms in terms of commodity C, and then one in terms of commodity D and so on. Say for example, A is say 1 kg of rice, so it is also equal to 2 kg of wheat, or also equal to 1.5 liters of milk, or also equal to say 500 grams of sugar, and so on. Means every commodity has many prices. So it is difficult to remember these many prices, and it is also difficult to compare between the various commodities, that which one is expensive and which one is cheaper. Then the third problem of barter system was lack of divisibility. Lack of divisibility means that some of the commodities cannot be divided. For example, suppose one horse is equal to say 1000 kg of wheat. I need 500 kgs of wheat. Then I cannot sell half of the horse. Not possible. Some of the commodities could not be divided. Then another problem of barter system was lack of standard for deferred payments. Deferred payments means the future payments. Okay, there was no standard for the future payment. For example, or you can say credit. Credit was discouraged. For example, person A took say 10 kg of rice from a person B on credit and promised to pay or return back 12 kg of rice after say 1 year. So simply we can see that 2 kg is the interest which he has to pay for this credit. But what may happen that this person might take good quality rice from person B, and when he returns 12 kg of rice but of some lower quality or bad quality. So it means that there is no standard for a deferred payment. Simply you can say that I take a car on loan for the loan is for 5 years. After 5 years I return back the car, don't pay any money. Okay, it means taking a car and giving back the same car. So you can understand that no company will allow such type of credit. So this was missing here, or credit was discouraged. And credit is very important for the economic development that you have already studied in class 11th, and of lately you can understand that credit is very important for the businesses, for the household to develop. So this was another problem, that there was no standard for the deferred payment. The next problem of the barter was, or the barter system was, lack of store of value. Store of value means if you want to become rich, then what commodity to collect, right? You don't know what commodity will hold the value in future. Like for example, suppose you say, okay, I will collect the potatoes. You collected a huge amount of potatoes, but after some time what happens? They become rotten, or they might lose their value. Okay, so suppose you own a huge, a big cattle. Okay, say you have large amount of sheep, goats, all the fellows, cows belonging to a cattle, and you are rich at that time. But after some time, what will happen? All of them would die and become sick. So again, you will become poor. So again, there is a lack of the store of wealth or store of value. You cannot become rich under the barter system. Okay, these are the basic problems. One more problem which is also associated with the barter system is it discourages specialization. Specialization you already understand in business studies, you study, and in commerce also you, or in the daily life also you have already understood what is specialization, a person becoming perfect in a particular job. But under barter system this was not possible. Like for example, a person like say me, I am economics teacher. Okay, but if it would be a barter system, then I will have to work as the plumber also for myself, as a say gardener also, as an electrician also, as a carpenter also. Most of the things the same person will have to do. So he cannot specialize himself in a certain profession, or you can say you will have lack of the efficient workers under the barter system. Okay, so these problems of barter system are very important to understand because they become the functions of money, and once you have understood the barter in a decent manner, you can understand the chapter of money very easily. Now we will come on to the discussion of the money. What money is? Actually money, if you say in a common language, you will say it is currency, note and coin. But actually it is not so. Money is defined as anything which can act as a medium of exchange, is generally acceptable, and the modern characteristic is it is backed by the authority. Okay, anything which can act as a medium of exchange is generally acceptable and is backed by the authority. See, money simply means anything which I can use to buy or sell something. If I sell something, I can accept that commodity, and if I am buying something, in return I can give that particular commodity. Like if you talk about the traditional or evolution of money, actually the concept of money is a very old concept, because when the people faced problem of the barter system, they thought over it and they tried to solve that problem as per their resources. So our tribals, our kingdoms, they had their own ways of dealing with the problem, or you can say that they had different forms of money. Like in the initial period, the first thing was the commodity money. Means the first thing used as a money came as a commodity money, where the items like say seashells, cattle, gems and jewelries, diamonds, spices or food crops, they were used as money. Like for example, if you are living in a certain kingdom where cattle is used as money, so you can buy anything by giving the payment in form of cattle. So that is cattle used as money. So simply anything which can act as money and is generally acceptable. Generally acceptable means that no one denies the acceptance of that particular commodity, is termed as money. So this was the first type of money, that was the commodity money. But again it had certain problems, because again these commodities are perishable, or if they are durable, they have their own limitations. This topic actually we are talking about the evolution of money, how money has evolved, what stages the money has faced when it has reached to the modern extent. So, and secondly we had the gold and silver coins being used as money. First commodity money, then many kings they started